Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is January 2nd, 2024, so Happy New Year to everyone. A couple things have changed since last time I've recorded a video. Graduated college, yay. Starting my job tomorrow actually is my first day full time. I'm gonna be moving in the next couple months. A lot's going on, but honestly, I have a lot more free time now than I did when I recorded videos previously because I don't have school and a job and all this other stuff. So yeah, hopefully I'll be able to make more content and I'll have an actual constant full source of income, adult money that I can finally invest into my cars. Since last we spoke, I've done a couple mods to the car. First, I got a new wing. It's kind of like a charge speed replica. I don't know, there's a couple different ones. I can't really tell exactly which one it is. It arrived, it was pretty cheap from eBay. It's new. I've been looking over the last couple of years. I've done a couple of different searches and I haven't seen this one before, and it's new and a couple different sellers have it. It's made of plastic, it's pretty rigid. It fit okay over the stock wing, and you had to get rid of the plastic part underneath, and then you have to figure out how to mount it yourself. It is significantly larger than I thought it was going to be compared to this other ones I could find online and what the product page shown. But overall, I think it's pretty good. I'm definitely gonna keep it. I can do a more in-depth video on it if you guys would like me to, but the install was just me bolting it with 4 bolts, 4 screws. There's like M6 screws with fancy washers I found. Some hardware from Home Depot, and then I used some adhesive as well, but I don't think it was even super necessary. I attempted to wrap it. I figured it was gonna be a better product for cheaper than trying to paint it myself. And eventually I'm gonna repaint the whole car because it definitely needs it. So I think the wrap is fine for now, but it's definitely already failing. I'm definitely not a professional. So I think I tried stretching it a little bit too much in some of the spots since it's kind of a sharp design. I don't know. It's fine enough for now, and it looks cool. I don't know. And I mounted my wing at this flashing brake light thing, which is pretty cool. As well as that, I got some new wheels and tires. They're 15 by 6.5 circuit performance CP22s. I'm super happy with them. They were very, very cheap. Along with the tires I got, they're Force Ampina 195/50 15s. The whole thing, tires mounted and installed in the car, was like $800. I ordered the wheels and tires from eBay. It's some concentric lug nuts for them since the HX wheels were Acorn. If you want to buy them, let me know. Colorado. Yeah, I definitely would recommend. The tires, super cheap, but honestly I had even crappier tires on it before, so I'm not super worried about it. And these wheels are pretty much, there's an inch more tire between the wheel and the ground now. Yeah, so those are two biggest things, the wheels and the wing. The car looks excellent now. I'm really happy with it. I got the fitment super dialed in. I adjusted the camber in the back. It's all super perfect, super square all the way around. Outside of that, a couple smaller things. My distributor, I live in kind of a dynamic climate. It'll be 100 Fahrenheit in the summer and then 0 Fahrenheit in the winters. And as soon as the first snow happened, I started dumping oil on the ground out of my brand new distributor. It's not OEM. It functions fine. It's better than my other one, my old crusty one, I guess. And I even swapped both the O-ring and the internal seal on it, and it still drips a little bit. It's definitely not as bad as it was before. Like, I was leaving pools on the ground for, I don't know how it's possible, but it's just a little bit wet on the bottom, and I'll wipe it every time I'm at the gas station or something, so it's not that big a deal. I would buy a new one because they're only 150 bucks on eBay, Amazon for the one that I got. But I am gonna do an OBD1 conversion at some point, and I'll need a new distributor anyway, so I'm just gonna ride it out. Also, my seatbelt, this seems to be kind of a big problem on these cars. I don't know, it's kind of hard to find information on the seatbelts since during the EF facelift, only 88, 89 had the pillar-mounted seatbelts, and they went to the door-mounted ones, and then they changed the design so it's not the same as the EG and EK pillar-mounted seatbelts. Well, mine, it's always kind of been a little flaky, like it wouldn't retract very well, but one day it would just like stop retracting altogether, and it was like halfway out and it wouldn't have any tension across my chest at all. So that was pretty unsafe. I was looking into my options. I was trying to find a new one. Apparently they have a lifetime warranty, theoretically, is what I've read online, and I contacted them and they're like, yeah, like we can, like, what's your VIN number? We can get you taken care of. And they got back to me and they're like, oh, sorry, we actually don't have those parts anymore. Like, it's too old. I get it. I was kind of half expecting that, but I don't know what I'm supposed to do. I want to do a rear cage harness bar thing in the future, but it's kind of expensive and I don't really want to do that now. So I took it apart, and there's a bunch of covers and stuff in there that say like do not open, do not remove. Well, I removed it because I was like, well, it's already broken, I can't break it anymore. And it turns out the part that actually like winds the seatbelt and like keeps tension on it is like literally like, it looks like someone ripped it. So I Googled the part number that was written on it. I couldn't find anything. It's not the same like spring box as what's on the EK ones. So I'm pretty much screwed on that. I put it back together and I tensioned it kind of perfectly so that it has enough tension on me now. But if I pull it out too far, it'll spring back and it'll lose tension again, and I'll have to take it apart to rewind it. As for future plans for the car, like I said earlier, I'm planning on moving pretty soon. And until that happens, I don't think I want to do any super big projects. I definitely want to get an exhaust. The one that's currently on it is really old and really crusty. It's one piece. I think it's half stock exhaust, half like there's a tip on it, and I think the muffler is either a stock replacement or the stock one. So I want to get a new one. I want to get a 2.5 inch. I think that'll be fine. For the future, there's the Spec D1. I have the Spec D1 on the Subaru and I get a ton of compliments on it. So I'm thinking it's going to be fine. There's only a couple of videos on YouTube for people that have single cams with that exhaust. And 2.5 inch, I want to do a turbo build later this year, probably once just summer happens in May or so, and I have a place to work on the car more regularly. I want to just do probably stock internals at first. I already have my ECU. I'll probably drive it around untuned for a little bit though, just while I do that, because that's going to be another few $100 investment to get a conversion harness. And I'm not going to do a Honda, I'll get a Snake Emu or something. And then I'm going to get a max speeding rods, internally gated turbo like T4, T3, one of those cast manifolds. Probably, I want to get one of those intercooler kits where I can keep the stock location battery. I'm not really about moving the battery to the trunk, especially since it's like a vented battery. I have to get a different one. I don't know, I don't want to deal with that, so I'm just going to get intercooler piping. I'm probably be smaller diameter, and I think the 2.5 inch exhaust will be fine for the power I want to make. I think 400 max, and at that point I'll probably end up doing a 3-inch exhaust, but that's like a built engine down the line. So I think 2.5 inch will be totally fine for a stock single cam, and probably up to 300 horsepower-ish, 350, until it actually starts choking out. Cool Audi right there, nice. So yeah, guys, that's about all I wanted to talk about today. Just give you guys an update on the car and where I'm at in my life. Hopefully, I don't know. As much as I like making videos, it's really hard to come up with ideas that I think are interesting and that I think other people will be interested in. I get excited when I get new parts and I don't feel like recording. Also, you could probably see, today's not a good example, but it's been snowing here. I don't drive the car as much as I do during the summer, that's for sure. So yeah, I'll probably make a video about the wheel and tire setup because I'm very happy with it, and I'll show you guys the fitment, links for everything so people can have a point of reference, because honestly, there's not a whole lot besides a couple old forums online and like 3 cars on Fitment Industries. That's how I figured this out, Ace Fitment Industries, and there was a guy with the same exact wheel specs and tires. Okay, hope you guys enjoyed this video. Sorry it wasn't super interesting. Hopefully we'll have some better content here in the future. Thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one.